WNBA 2025 free agency. Predictions, biggest questions, more? Free agency looms, but things have been relatively slow in the WNBA world. And then the dam broke Thursday. Sadr Savali, considered one of the top free agents for 2025, announced in a media availability for Unrivaled that she will not be returning to the Dallas Wings, where she spent the first 5 seasons of her career. A former first-team All-WNBA talent and Olympian with the German national team, Savali will undoubtedly be one of the most coveted stars on the market as free agency gets underway this month. The most likely scenario: the Wings will court Savali, akin to the franchise tag in the NFL, and trade her to her new destination to get something in return. From January 11 through January 20, teams can make qualifying offers to restricted, reserved, or core-eligible players. Negotiations officially begin January 21, but players aren't able to sign deals until February 1. How much change could we see across the league? Which other players might be on the move? And which teams could look drastically different in a few weeks? We're about to find out. In the meantime, our ESPN WNBA experts delve into what to expect and watch for in this year's free agency. Alexa Philippou: I'm closely watching what happens with Kelsey Plum. Las Vegas Aces fans haven't had to stress about free agency in recent years since the team's core 4 always signed contract extensions before they hit the market. But Plum didn't do that for 2025. There has already been so much turnover in Las Vegas with the departures of Becky Hammond's assistants in Natalie Nakas to Golden State and Tyler Marsh to Chicago. Perhaps Plum will be the next major figure to leave, but likely not without the Aces first coring her till they can get something in return. Kevin Pelton: Jewell Loyd isn't a free agent, but her trade request puts her in this group. Where Loyd lands could depend on other movement. If Plum pushes to leave the Aces, for example, Loyd would be a logical replacement in a role similar to the one she played when Sue Bird and Breanna Stewart were teammates in Seattle. Alternatively, a homecoming for Loyd in Chicago would give a guard counterweight to the Sky's young post duo of Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese, or Loyd could give the Golden State Valkyries a proven face of the franchise. Michael Vopel: Brianna Jones, who has spent her 8-season WNBA career with the Connecticut Sun, is the kind of consistent, dependable veteran post player who could be a key player for a team looking to make a championship push. Perhaps the 29-year-old could reunite with her coach with the Sun the past 2 years, Stephanie White, in Indiana. The free agency decisions of her Sun teammates Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner will also be closely watched. Bonner, who turns 38 in August, has won 2 WNBA titles with Phoenix, whereas Thomas, who will turn 33 in April and has spent her 11-season career in Connecticut, is still looking for her first title. Pelton: I'm watching the wing position. Free agency is flush with young point guards and veteran post players, leaving wings, particularly strong defenders, as the most scarce commodity. Now that she'll likely be available for the start of the season, Gabby Williams is the kind of two-way role player found on title contenders. Teams that can't land Williams will likely look at 3-time Aces champion Alisha Clark and Kennedy Burke, who helped the New York Liberty to last year's title while playing for the veteran minimum, as 3-and-D alternatives, unless they can figure out a way to get Dejanay Carrington as a restricted free agent. Philippou: It's possible that Connecticut's Big Three, Thomas, Bonner, and Jones, all move on from the organization, meaning we're in for an entirely new era of Sun basketball beginning in 2025. While Bonner enjoyed a lengthy career in Phoenix before arriving in Uncasville, Thomas and Jones have never played for another team, so seeing them in a different uniform would take some getting used to. Then there are players such as Diana Taurasi and Elena Del Don. Taurasi's 2024 campaign was deemed potentially her last, but the 42-year-old great has yet to announce her decision on whether she's retiring or will return to play her 21st WNBA season. Del Don, 35, has been in a sort of limbo after sitting out the entire 2024 season. What comes of her and her playing career? Vopel: Savali turns 27 in April and is in her prime, But she also comes with a big question due to the injury she has dealt with for much of her career with Dallas. She played 38 games in her All-WNBA first-team season in 2023, but less than 20 games in each of her other 4 years in the league. Does a team such as Indiana put together a trade offer for Savali as a key contributor toward a title, or has she told the Wings about where she prefers to go?